Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by again on such short notice. Back with another installment of IDP. This week we have some new indie rock, psychedelic pop, shoegaze, and indie pop, and maybe a little bit of something that could be considered art pop. Anyway, I thought maybe I'd have a beer. I thought maybe you'd like to have a beer. It is a little early, but you know, what the hell? This is actually a New England IPA brewed in Thailand. It's called, I think it's a macro, I think it's a big brewery that just happens to be doing this. I could be wrong. I really don't know. It's called Snowy New England IPA beer. And it's got like a bear. I don't know if that represents New England. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Snowy New England IPA. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We've got, first up, we have a second LP from a band out of Oakland, California. They go by the name Fake Fruit. And their album out on Carpark Records is called Mucho, Mistrust. This is kind of post-punk and maybe like no-wave influenced indie rock with fuzzy, grungy guitars and like a really propulsive rhythm section. So the primary lead vocalist, Hannah D'Amato, is how I'm gonna say it. Her lead vocals really work for me. They're sometimes a little bit abrasive, sometimes more on the humorous, kind of witty, humorous side. Maybe not great lyrical content for young children, but then again, maybe really great lyrical content for young children. There's even some like skronking saxophone. I think of the band Sweeping Promises as kind of, a band that would be good for them to maybe tour together with. It would be an interesting or a cohesive twin bill. I do like the dual vocals where there's male and female or boy-girl vocals sometimes. But the primary lead vocals are by D'Amato. And the album really started to click with me once I really started to kind of get into her vocal style. Kind of a deep, witty lyricism. Someone that comes to mind is Courtney Barnett. And even I would say on some tracks, the vocal style even somewhat reminds me of Courtney Barnett. Anyway, I'm digging this one. Indie rock, maybe post-punk type fans should give this one a shot, maybe. The album is called Mucho, Mistrust. The band is called Fake Fruit, and it's out now on Carpark Records.
Wishing that there was a way for me to surgically stake a sign right through my heart. Flashing neon dawn, fishing, proceed with caution. Do not enter passive care, not for sale, buyer beware. For good and out of office, wrong way detour, railroad crossing, hot price clearance, no passing private property, horse crossing, buy one, get one, we buy gold, live, new, girls, I agree on least it fucks with me, yeah, it fucks with me. Was I marked delighted?
Next up, we have the fifth LP from an artist goes by the name Psychic Lines. And the fifth LP that they've just released is called Sunset on Sunset. So Psychic Lines is primarily the project of a guy named Phil Jacobs. On this album, it does appear that it's performed as like a trio, like a three-piece band. Kind of a jangly, psychedelic pop sound with some rootsy, like rootsy folk rock elements on here as well. There are some keys, a little bit of horns, like sax on here in spots. The lyrical subject matter on here is deep, and I think we're meant to view this album as kind of somewhat of a concept record. I think with each listen, you kind of get a little bit more, like the layers kind of get peeled back as you, with repeat listening. But I also think you can just enjoy this as a set of, pleasing psychedelic pop songs. So yeah, clever wordplay, catchy tunes, enjoyable. Artist is called Psychic Lines, and this album is called Sunset on Sunset.
Everybody knows the mind controls the body. Everybody knows the mind controls the body. The Greeks sung out from a chorus in the lobby. The more you desire, the more you worry. Oh, will we breathe? Thighs on my neck, toes in your face. Don't you see that we need room left to grow? I wish I knew what I know. What was I supposed to do?
Next we have a new one from a band called WUT, W-U-T, all caps. Album is called Mingling with the Thorns. It was just released on Happy Happy Birthday to Me Records. Yeah, WUT, W-U-T, not to be confused with the 80s German punk band, which was also called WUT, spelled W-U-T. That one, and that one was not all caps, however. So this is the all caps W-U-T as opposed to the capital W, lowercase u, lowercase t, WUT from the 80s. This is a Vancouver, British Columbia band. It's their second LP. This is an all-female group, a trio which features ex-members of bands Tough Age, Jock Tears, Love Cuts, Knife Pleats, and others. So all female trio, all three members sing. I would call this indie rock, indie pop with some post-punk new wave tendencies. You maybe hear a bit of the Pacific Northwest band Lithics. It's one thing that kind of came to mind when I was listening to it. But this is more, I would say, a little more twee with kind of, the sweet blended vocal harmonies, sometimes more than others, but since they all sing, sometimes they're all singing, at the same time. Has also some C86 jangle on there as well. Yeah, I think this is a fairly delicious album overall. Again, the band is called WUT, all caps, W-U-T. The album is called Mingling with the Thorns. This is a debut LP for an Indianapolis 5-piece band. Go by the name Wishy, W-I-S-H-Y, and the album is called 777. This is an interesting album in that it pulls from a lot of different influences ranging from dream pop and shoegaze to jangly power pop, and even more what I would say is just straight mainstream alternative, like mainstream alternative rock radio hits of the mid-90s. So I believe it's two different primary vocalists, so one male, one female, that trade off lead vocals and sometimes do backing vocals. And in some cases, when one takes over the lead on a track, it almost seems like it's a different band. Like when you go from the first track to the second track, they're very different stylistically. Yeah, the first song called Sick Sweet, the male vocalist, his vocals are very like remind me of Jeff Rosenstock, Jeff Rosenstock-esque, I guess you could say. But then on other tracks, I believe it's the same person, but it sounds completely different, and the style of the music could be completely different also. I think you really need to click in or buy into the vocals on here. I think that the kind of shimmering shoegaze-esque guitars on here are really good at times. I think has kind of an odd sincerity to it, if that makes any sense, that I don't think will work for everyone. I'm not sure exactly if that's going to come across correctly. I think definitely worth checking out for folks that are into more poppy shoegaze or dream pop. I think this is an album that will have a reasonably wide appeal. Like I feel like a lot of people would like this album. Again, the band is called Wishy. They're from Indianapolis, and the debut album is called 777. Another band from Oakland, California. This one's a trio. This is their third LP. Band goes by the name Hits, H-I-T-S, just Hits. And the album on Paisley Shirt Records is called World of Dirt. This is kind of maybe shambolic indie rock slash art rock slash tweecore, maybe post-punk. So it's a guitar, bass, drums trio, but also has synths, has horns, sometimes very noisy, sometimes really rattling like guitars. Other times it's a bit more laid back, but kind of in an obtuse sort of way. This is a quick 8-track, like 8-song, 20-minute LP. It's lo-fi, DIY, noisy art rock. Could say it's definitely not conventional pop songs. So I think may not be to everyone's taste, but I did enjoy it. It gets a little weird. I like Jen Weisberg, the lead vocalist's delivery style. So again, it is quite short and it almost feels like it's over just when it's getting warmed up, like just when it's getting going. But I was thinking about it, and maybe this is the sort of album where if it was too long of this kind of thing, maybe it wouldn't work. Maybe it works better in this concise, less than a half an hour package. I don't know. Regardless, it does seem like we're in the era of the short LP. Anyway, the band called Hits, which makes it very difficult to find, in a search engine. And the album is called World of Dirt, their third LP. It's out now on Paisley Shirt Records, and it is available on vinyl.